Hey guys, and welcome back to A's Adder. I'm A, and Adder basically means informal conversation, so that's how we got here. Today I'm with a very, very different but very, very interesting guest. This is Dilan. Hello Dylan, and welcome to the show, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me on.
Of course.
Thanks
Now,
for
of
having me
course. I want to ask you a few quick questions, just because,
Go
you
for it.
know what I'm saying, not many people might know who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, we've got different audiences,
Mhm.
just from a different place. So let me know where you're from. Quick question, go.
From Crawley.
Bang. What current point in life are you at? Like, what are you doing is the best way of explaining that.
How should I break this down? Like in terms of like what I'm doing.
Yeah, what you do, what's taking up a lot of your time, like work-wise?
Oh, work-wise.
Mm.
I'm an online transformation coach.
Okay then, what does that mean?
So
Quick summary. Can we get into it
basically,
in a bit?
I transform people's lives
Okay.
and just help them get from A to B in whatever way is best for them.
Alright, cool. And random one, because I just thought of it. Press-ups or pull-ups?
Pull up fan for sure.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, someone likes that behind the camera. Alright, cool. Alright, so you said you're from Crawley.
Yeah.
What is that like compared to where you have now moved to? And you can let them know where you're. Like,
I'll give them a little background.
Exactly.
So I'm from a small town called Crawley. Crawley is a decent place. Don't get it twisted.
Mm.
It has great location. 20 minutes from the beach from like Brighton, right close to Gatwick, and an hour train from like London, which is sweet. But I just feel like the opportunities there is not as it is compared to being up north. Obviously, I recently moved up to Loughborough for a year. It's more about like just adventuring and trying something different. And I know Loughborough as well has a decent sports university, and obviously the facility.
Oh yeah. I actually forgot about that. I was wondering why the name rang a bell before, and I was like, that is the actual main reason for it.
Bro, the facilities there, ridiculous.
What, crazy?
Yeah, crazy, nuts.
Are you able to use them?
Yeah, I'm able to use them, but it's one of the things where like how I see it is for you to grow as an individual, you have to put yourself in the environment to like.
Yeah.
I feel like Crawley wasn't that environment. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay, yeah.
But I feel like just being uncomfortable and just trying new things is gonna make you grow as a person overall. And me chucking myself in the deep end is just the best way to do it.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
fair enough. I mean, to be honest, I can definitely agree with that. I mean, from right now, maybe I've not chucked myself into the deep end just yet.
Yeah.
But to be fair, you got 3 years on me, so maybe I've got time. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you got some time, bro. You got time to grow. It's cool.
Inshallah.
You're Gucci.
Obviously, actually, because people might be wondering, like, how the hell do we know each other from you being in Quality and I'm from
Maddest story.
You can tell it then if you want to say it.
No, you know what? I'm gonna let you say it.
Alright, fine
Okay,
then. Essentially, well, long story short, mutual friend. Mutual friends, actually no, it's like a connection between you and somebody,
Yeah.
and then they know somebody that I know, and then we met.
Then how? It's like I said, networking is so powerful.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
Smallest world. Yeah, that whenever people say that shit, you kind of think, oh yeah, small world. You look around, you don't know anybody, yada, yada. But when you get into it and everything like that,
It gets deep.
It gets deep, exactly. Okay, so obviously you've moved to Loughborough,
Mm-hmm.
and you know obviously you are working within the fitness space.
Yes.
Now, what made you want to pursue the fitness space? There are many spaces you could have gone into, but what made you pick fitness per se?
I've always had a background in sport. Like I've always played football. I've always enjoyed sport just in general. And obviously, just diving into a bit about my background, I was at uni and I was a bit confused in terms of what I wanted to do. I was like 100% want to do something with sport for sure, like for real. And it's one of the things where I just didn't know exactly what to do. And when people finish, like when you finish sixth form or like college, for example, you want to like kind of know what you're doing.
Of course.
I feel like everyone just like get so confused in terms of what to do. But it's one of the things where I was just clueless as hell. And I just threw myself in the deep end. I stuck to the sport background. I was like, cool, this is what I'm going to work with. Went to uni for a year. It wasn't for me. Dropped out. And there was a thing where the party lifestyle was great, as you know.
Yeah.
And it's not even that, like, it's one of the things where I met such great people, like friends that I had to this day.
Yeah, the networking side.
Yeah, like I said, networking is sick.
Clear, brilliant, but the actual kind of.
But the uni lifestyle wasn't for me, and a lot of people are pressured to kind of go to uni because that is like the pathway by sort of schools and all that promotes. But like I said, it's just ever since I did finish the uni, I was just so close in terms of what I wanted to do, and I always stuck by. Okay, I've got sport to play around with. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what do I do with sport? And then the helping people side came to it as well. Because obviously,
kind of personality combining with what you.
trying to compare what you want to do.
I mean, this is the perfect fucking combination, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
So like with the uni kind of like lifestyle.
Yeah.
Obviously, you said the networking side of it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to know what did you not like? Was it the lecture kind of aspect of doing lectures, doing assignments, like what did you actually genuinely
I'll be completely honest with you, I just felt like, it's weird me saying this, but I just felt like I was at such a young age, I was thrown in the deep end. Like I feel like when you're 18 at uni, it's crazy. But that's why some people take a years out and then go into it.
Yeah.
I feel like my mind and my mindset was not ready to tackle university straight away.
In the way you would have
in the way I wanted to.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I was just like, but obviously my habits compared to when I was 18, like to now, I'm a completely different person. Like you grow as you go older.
100%. So you've also noticed a massive change between being 18 and 22.
Yeah, of course, man.
I mean,
like,
shit.
You just learn from your experiences. That's how I see it, bro. So yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, like when it comes to the uni debate as well, a lot of people are having the same issues. Like you said yourself, like people are like socially pressured or maybe parentally, whatever, to go in a certain route. And obviously, me myself, I'm not at university either. I doubt I'm going to go. Crucify me if I change my mind and I hear about it in a podcast. You never know. But right now, I ain't really feeling like that. Have you always been wanting to go into sport though?
Yes.
I don't know. Sport was like the first like. Do you play sports as well?
Yeah.
Because I know right now you're doing more of the kind of gym, like fitness aspect of it, but I feel like you play football.
Yeah, I played football. I played a couple of tournaments in like Barcelona as well. Obviously.
Whoa. Go on.
It's nothing serious, but obviously my local team had a little tournament in Barcelona. But that was the real turning point that really wanted me to not only transform my physique, but transform my life, to be honest with you. Because that frustration and lack of in the tournament I played, I basically played like shit. And that really I was like, no, I had enough.
How old are you at this point?
I was 18, 17.
So this is what, just before uni?
Before uni, yeah.
Okay.
Before uni.
Damn.
Yeah.
You went out in Barcelona with it?
Bro, it was one of the things where like we were such a young age. Don't get like, we didn't take it seriously. It was more of a thing where when you're in Barcelona, you're allowed to go to clubs when you're like 16. And it's more like we enjoyed it, but it's just not the lack in performance that really frustrated me. But I've always just been a skinny kid, innit?
Okay.
Since growing up. And that's a very
relatable comment. But
and I'd obviously like when it comes to gym, like I started when I was 16. I used to go. Me and my boys used to go.
Do you think that's early?
It's one of the things where, like, I've always been like I love sports and stuff. I don't think that's early at all, but everyone learns at different rates. Like
that's
for example,
good,
but for me, obviously sports background, I was like sport. I want to go gym. For example, I was doing nothing right. I thought to gain gain muscle, you had to hop on the treadmill, for example.
Seriously?
Bro, my mindset was finished as a kid. I'm not even joking.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not even joking.
Fairs.
But
who told you that?
Myself, like, thinking about gym, right, it's crazy. Because when you start off, right, you'll just learn by yourself. Then a lot of people do is watch YouTube videos. There's so many different ways people kind of learn.
Yeah.
But it's just literally experience. And you have to basically learn from the best. So I've but I've always hired the best transformation coaches, and obviously that helped my business as it is now, because you have to learn from the best to be the best, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking to me about somebody who, not maybe taught you, but somebody. Is there somebody who you've like, not a mentor, but like a kind of figure? Have you had a figure like that? Or have you had like in terms of like exactly getting someone explaining to you exactly what you do now, or kind of showing you a pathway? Because obviously if you came out of uni, you didn't know you wanted to go into kind of online transformation. So I'm trying to say, like, did somebody show you how to do that?
Oh no, bro. So how it worked is, obviously I finished uni, wrapped it up, came home. I was like, what do I do with my career? Like, I want to do something sport. Obviously, like I said, help people, sport, combine it into, and I was like, what is the best option? So I sat down and I was like, what could I do? And I was like, personal training is one. Okay. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
And when I said I tried everything, I did an apprenticeship for a PT for like 2 weeks. Obviously this apprenticeship was not serious. Some people were there for like 2 years in terms of I won't bet the company out, but they were there for 2 years and they didn't get the qualification. Do you know how nuts that is? And obviously I saw that happening. I left. and place shut down. It's impossible.
Oh, there you go. Then. Yeah.
Place shut down. It was not running. Then I applied for many other interviews in like Nuffield and stuff like that, just to see if I can get in. Got to the final stages, group interviews, etc., and it just wasn't for me.
Man.
Then I left that, and I was like, okay, I literally put in my head, I was like, what could I do to become a PT? Save my last bit of money up. I was literally working part-time anyway.
Yeah, you were saying it in the car, you said it's the last money you
Bro,
had.
The last money I had. And I just like, you know what, I'm going to chuck it into a course.
Okay.
I'm chucking into being a PT. It was like, I won't say how much exactly, but it's like roughly around $3,000. It's quite a lot of money for when you're fresh out of uni.
People, yeah.
When you're fresh out of uni,
have money at that time.
You have no money.
Maybe getting government's money.
It's tough.
It's easy.
I had to fork it out somehow, and then obviously what happened was I got onto the course, grafted, learned my craft, and qualified just after lockdown. And then I launched my business in lockdown, if that makes sense.
Okay, so now you've said you launched a business.
Yeah.
We have an entrepreneur on the set right now, guys. So I want to actually understand a little bit more about the business aspect. So
go for it, bro.
When you say you've launched a business, I'm assuming it's this one right
here.
Yeah. Fair enough. You know what? Give it a little show to the camera.
Which camera is it?
Pick either one.
Okay.
Pick both of you.
All of them.
All of them. We'll see one or not.
Yeah, sweet.
So with Does Core Fitness, when you say you set up a business, what is that centering around? You said online transformation, but maybe delve a little bit deeper into like how you facilitate an online transformation for somebody, because online is a obviously growing space. People are doing a lot more remote because of COVID. Not going to give an opinion on that, but don't want to get demonetized.
No.
But like more time PT is done in person. So I guess I've got two questions. Like, what's the difference between, for you, person and remote, and what exactly are you doing remotely?
Okay, that's sweet. I'll explain that. So I'm gonna talk about how my business kind of turned to what it is right now.
Okay.
So I started off working in a gym. A lot of people obviously want to understand how to get to the online space. Yeah. So working in a gym allowed me to not only work with the Tom, Dick and Harry in just terms of being like absolutely anyone, but you get to learn to work with different people. I worked with policemen, I worked with people from the army, etc., just coming in as clients. Yeah. But what you are doing as an in-person trainer, what people need to understand is what a personal trainer is for. I thought personal training is for like the longevity side, for transformation, which it is. You want to help change people's lives.
I would assume the same,
Yeah, but it's one of the things where what a personal trainer actually is, in my eyes, is someone to show you literally how to use the equipment. Because a lot of people will come to me and they're a beginner, and I have a lot of girls come to me as well. They're like, gym confidence, this, that. That's what a personal trainer is for. For you to get into the gym floor, someone have that helping hand to make sure you learn how to lift, etc. Doing it safely. Yeah. That's what a PT is for. But my business and my vision was beyond that, so beyond that. Because in terms of because what I was doing, I was training clients, but getting a one-on-one PT session is not going to allow them to go to the best abilities. You see what I'm trying to say? Because you're only with the person for 1 hour. Yeah. Obviously, with me, it's not personal. Because look, for example, I'm not going to bet anyone out. Yeah, don't do that. Don't really. You could be with a client for 1 hour, smashing a workout, just the training side of things, absolutely smash the workout, and then what could happen is they could go home, eat 10 pizzas. You don't know.
Yeah, and you can't control that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's one of the things where I realised I'm so passionate in terms of what I want to do that I want to transform people's lives. It's as simple as that. Nice. So yeah.
Okay, so when it comes to the online, if you're doing more than just the 1 hour. Yeah. So define what the more is. So let people know. I'm basically asking you to market yourself. Yeah. But I'm curious because of course. That's what I'm saying. When I hear PT, I just think, you have a Pure Gym around the corner. They have people on hand who help you learn how to lift and shit, but you can pay them money to if they do like their own thing in a space in a room in the gym and Yeah. So what's the more you provide outside from the typical 1 hour? You know what I'm saying?
So when it comes to like online training, it's so hard for me to explain exactly what it is. Okay. But
please do your best.
Well, the best thing about this is the fact that obviously I have my benefits in terms of being able to work remotely. Yeah. But the biggest benefit is you can work with multiple people. I have clients in America. I've got clients pretty much literally all over England, basically. It's one of the things where, as an online coach, what I do is like a lot of people come to me and be like, Dills, I want to get from A to B.
Yeah.
And I will work relentlessly. I'll take whatever
What
it
can
takes.
let me know.
Yeah, go for it.
What can A to B be, for example?
For example, I want to cut 30 kg off my body. I want to
God
get shredded.
Damn, that's a lot of kg.
I've done that before. So
Fair play.
like, I'm not being serious.
Wow.
Like it's one of the things where like clients come with me with big goals, and I will work relentlessly to get to where I want to be. But it's when it comes to working with individuals. Obviously, when it comes to my consultations, I have to see if we're a good fit. Because if you're not willing to put the work in, if you're a beginner, so if you're a beginner, for example,
Talk to me. I'll be a beginner.
Okay, you're a beginner. You come to me, you're a beginner. It's a thing where I'll be like, cool, you're not ready for my service yet because you already have to be going to the gym. You have to have that gym confidence already in your system.
Okay.
I mean, we could get a good transformation, but when it comes to when I have people on board, I want X, Y, and Z. I want you to be able to communicate to me properly. Because what I do as an online coach is I look at everything. But the biggest thing and the biggest key here is based around you. Your lifestyle, your work, like everything is considered under consideration. How well you're recovering from sessions. Like I could waffle on, but it's all based around
detailed.
you. Yeah,
but that's the only reason. That's the only way you'll get them from point A to point
exactly.
B.
Like when it comes to, it just has to be personalized. It's as simple as that. Like when it comes to like nutrition, for example, when it comes to like PTs, like I've seen them give people chicken, rice, and broccoli, for example. Yeah. I want to be like...
No hating on that meal, by the way.
Yeah,
that's a good meal sometimes.
Classic meal.
Yeah, you know, you can't hate on that, yeah.
Can't
Little meal prep, little...
Make sure they got the right sauces, though. Like the little Nando sauce. Or
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's one of the things where, like, when it comes to nutrition with my clients, I feel like people always just... Nutrition's a big problem, I feel like, for everyone. But the key to that is you want to be eating foods you want to eat to get to where you want to be. Because if you're eating chicken, rice, and broccoli every day, are you going to stick to it?
No, of course.
Exactly
not.
not.
I'll fucking hate it after.
Exactly that.
A week. Yeah.
It gets like that, but when it comes to nutrition, what I do is, in terms of my clients, I will sit down with them one-on-one and be like, right, this is exactly what, look, you like X, Y, and Z. We're going to make sure we incorporate this. Meal timings. What time, well, say, for example, if you worked 5 times a week, I'll be like, cool, I'll suggest meal prepping on the weekends. Like, how it works is you'll give me feedback weekly, and I'll sit down with you, sort everything out for you, give you the feedback, ping it over to you. But it has to work as a two-way street.
Yeah.
It can never.
Yes.
It can't be one of the things where for me to get a transformation out of you, you have to be willing to pull your weight. And
how many messages are you getting per day then, bro? That must be fucking crazy. Because if you're monitoring, can you say how many clients you have?
I'm currently working with 30.
30 men and women. First of all, that's incredible. Second of all,
appreciate it, bro.
Like if you're getting weekly feedback, like is that not overwhelming at 30?
So
because 30 people to give, obviously they've got to give themselves to you in a sense, as in put in the work like you're saying, and obviously that is the be all end all if you gain a transformation or not. But what about from your side to them? Like, you're able to really give 30 people like the attention required.
So
I found 30 is crazy.
I know, bro. I know where you're coming from. Like, it can be overwhelming, and when you are dealing with that amount of people, it's stressful. Hence why my cap is 30. I would only select 30 people, and obviously when someone comes on the roster, I'll tend to be people off and etc. etc. But for me to be the best coach possible, I feel like if I take more people on, I mean, I've had a wait list as well. But
I bet that shit's long as hell, boy.
It is, but it's one of the things where, like, if I take more people on, I won't be able to give you my best service. Because I do not want the service to depreciate. I want it to only get better and better. And working with that 30 amount of people is enough for me. You see what I'm trying to say here?
How did you... Right, because that kind of... When you listen to podcasts, generally? Because we're talking about Stephen Bartlett in the car. Mm-hmm. Right, so you're sounding very Stephen Bartlett-like.
Am I?
Yeah, you are. But, like... in fact, let me make it... You're sounding very... what's the right word? You sound like you're thinking in the right way. Mm-hmm. So I want to just... I might be backtracking off your business for a sec, but like...
Sweet.
I want to see how... You said that the tournament/uni changed your mindset on what you wanted to do and what was necessary to get to where you wanted to be and figure out exactly what you enjoy doing. Mm-hmm. So how were you thinking before compared to now? Because now you sound like you're a business, you're literally an entrepreneur, bro. This is your business.
Yeah.
So is that change that drastic within the past few years?
I feel like I've just
you're a really new man, like you're saying.
For real. I feel like, I don't know what it is, something just got into it. I feel like lockdown kind of did.
Yeah.
That's when I kind of So just to kind of give you understanding in regards to what happened in lockdown, I was still like, after the tournament, I was still skinny. I still didn't know what to do at the gym. But for you to learn, and the biggest thing I preach with my clients and just people in general, right? If you don't know how to do something, you learn how to do it. When it comes to my clients, for example, my biggest end goal is for you to be able to sustain it over a long period of time by yourself.
Yeah.
Like once you got the help
the
in,
goal is to not need you
don't
anymore.
need me anymore. You know what I'm trying to say? Because obviously with 30 people, my main mission is to help as many people as possible, transform their bodies, transform their life. Because it plays tenfold in terms of your life as well, confidence, everything.
Yeah.
And it's mad. It's just mad, but
especially nowadays, actually, because it's now where image and it's like self-image of like self-image. Yeah, I guess that's a decent term. Plays a big role in how you feel, and obviously what you eat, people may not realize, will also play a big part in how you feel. Because Luca will know that. Shout out Luca. Fuck that guy. No, essentially, we're very big on a guy called Andrew Huberman. He's like very successful neuroscientist, and he details like how foods can impact the kind of hormonal function within your own body. So obviously I'm not asking you about that because that's more scientific than it is exactly what you do, but it's an explanation into how foods can really impact how you feel. As in, because like you're saying, I mean, if you're doing diet plans for people, clearly there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Because you need to make sure, I'm guessing, you need to cover protein, caloric intake, fats.
Like basically, it's all considered. It all depends on your goal. Like if you obviously with me, I've done client shoots. So with me, I've only limited myself to shoots. But when it comes to the competing side of things, like doing the bodybuilders when they compete, that is what I want to kind of get into. But that comes with experience and time, and it's one of the things where I have to. I may be thinking about going to that route, only because I can then educate people on that. You see what I'm trying to say? So really, the whole point of this is education. It's as simple as that. Because once you learn how to sustain these results for a lifetime, you know exactly what you do. That's your body. You understand. You know how many calories it takes for your body because everyone's different. People have high metabolism. But what I do in terms of my service, we break down if you find the exact figure for it takes for you to grow, cut, and just build muscle in general. But I mean, I've had people like come on. And I still have clients to this day, ever since I started, because people sometimes need that accountability. Not only need accountability, but always when I'm willing to learn. And when it comes to clients, I always make sure they get webinars. They're always asking questions. I want my clients to ask as many questions as possible for them to understand. Because once you know how to do it at the end, it's just, you're fine, you know exactly what to do. But some people just need that accountability. You see what I'm trying to say?
I mean, a lot of people haven't had that accountability in their lives until a certain point.
Exactly, but it's one of the things as well, bro. It's just, I see people, cool. I've had people where they had a banging 12-week transformation, got from A to B, dropped 10 kg.
So 12 weeks?
Mate, like I said, like I've had some, as you can see on my page, just unreal results. Just from, cause like I said.
Is this your page?
Yeah, Dill School Fitness.
Get that shit out.
But
3 months. 3 months.
Yeah, mate.
3 months.
I've had some life-changing transformations, but. What I'm like I said, for example,
people must be forever.
It's not. It's not even that. It's one of the things where like they achieve that result for 12 weeks, and they're like, oh cool, I can do it myself. Go and try and do it themselves. They added that 10 kg back on. See what I'm trying to say? Some people need that helping hand to get to where they want to be. But like I said, it's just my main purpose is for me to be like, yo, this when you work with me, we're working for X amount of time. It's exactly what I want to achieve with you. We're gonna get there. Some people's journey may be longer than others. You see what I'm trying to say? It's not everyone wants a quick fix.
Well, yeah.
For example, if you're eating shit for 4 years, for example, it's going to take time for you to... Like I said, everyone's body's unique. Everyone's unique. It will take time. Everything takes time. Everyone's unique, like I said.
Do you think a lot of people lack the kind of... what's the right word? Patience to maintain a certain kind of lifestyle?
It's so easy to get impatient, bro. I'm a very impatient person.
Really? I think the opposite if you're doing this.
No, like, I am patient, but just as in terms of small things, like, for me, my biggest problem is, and it will forever be a problem to this day, I'm right now, I'm just chasing levels.
Okay. Come in a bit, by the way, just to make
Yeah,
sure
that's
you're on
that's
that.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
coming back a bit.
yeah. Don't worry, I'm
But,
close to myself as well. But
But,
sorry, you're chasing levels.
yeah, like I'm always like, what's next? What's next? What's next? In terms of just
That's good, no?
Yeah, it's brilliant because as a person, for you to develop, you have to kind of put yourself in a position to be like, right, I wanna grow. For example, for me, for my brand to grow, I need to speak in front of a video, like in terms of a camera, and that in itself, shit scared. I fucking hate my voice, kind of thing. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, mad. Okay, yeah.
But you learn, and you have to conquer that fear and be like, right, cool, that's done.
Yeah, a lot of
Now
people
podcast,
say-
see what I'm trying to say? That's another level. I'm just trying to chase levels till you reach the top. That's how people get to where they want to be. You have to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because if you're comfortable, then
I
you're not
mean,
going to grow. It's simple as that, bro. It's
saying
as simple as that.
these are the kind of conversations I have with like people like ourselves. Not trying to like put us on a pedestal, but
Yeah.
realistically, if you see, if people are gonna be talking about what they do compared to what you do now, and talking how they do compared to how you talk now, there's a clear discrepancy in how obviously you how you speak, how you think, which will translate to a discrepancy in how you feel,
Mm-hmm.
what you do, and everything that's actually truly important. So it's actually nice to hear somebody who's actually like similar age range at
Yeah.
least talking and doing it, like, because if anything, bro, that's very inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
Like like on a really genuine level, because business, like, people might know if you know anything about me, like I genuinely enjoy enterprise.
Yeah.
So hearing this is very interesting, because I also think it takes a lot of your time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just also wondering, how the hell do you manage that shit?
So when it comes,
How deep is the planner, bro? Like
it's
how-
so
like-
long. It's so long. Like, it's not long, but I wake up every day with purpose because I know I have 30 people that get to where I want to be, and that in itself, I wake up relentless. So, for example, my schedule will start from 6 in the morning. I'm up in my computer.
Regardless of whatever, it's always 6 a.m.
It's always 6 because I feel like that works.
Damn.
That's because everyone's got their own time to be like the best productive. I feel like the morning, so I kind of space it out in terms of block 1, train, block 2, and then kind of goes to like consultations towards the end of the day.
Block meaning
As in, I kind of split into blocks, and I have my time dedicated. Everything's all planned out.
within those blocks.
It's not even that. I have my weeks planned out, so
Damn.
I have a whole month planned out in advance.
So you know what you're doing in December
Yeah.
to a T, or to a
No, not to a T, to like a rough example.
but enough for you to be like, I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, like for example, like this week, just for me, come up to Mandy, for example.
Yeah.
Like I said to myself, like, and like, it's so easy to drive yourself crazy as well, because you can get lost up in just chasing like levels, but it's so important to chase. Yeah,
Yourself, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, like you have to have some downtime. Downtime is so important, because if you're not, for example, what I was doing that burnt me the fuck out basically. I was just working all the time, Monday to Sunday, 8-9 hour days.
Even on weekends.
Yeah, if it, bro, like I said,
Whatever's necessary.
whatever it takes. Like I said, I'm relentless in terms of what I do. But like I said, my biggest problem was that I was not switching off. That being, for example, all my work's on my phone. For example, pretty much like communicating with clients, posting Instagram content to get more eyes on the page. But if you don't switch off, it's not going to allow you to grow as a person, because you want to be the best person possible to then provide it to your clients. Because what people think is you're happy 24/7. You're I'm a personal trainer, blah blah blah, 24/7.
Life's great.
Life's great.
Yeah.
It's not. It's as simple as I have days where it's shit, but we get up, we move. You know what I'm trying to say?
I think a lot of people lack that.
Yeah.
What's the word? Drive.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's also something you can't ever tell somebody that it's just gonna like happen.
It comes with
people
like,
need like a experience and a turning point.
yeah.
But I mean, hopefully we all have a turning point at
We
some
do.
point. Because it'd be nice to see a lot of people, like, I'm going to try to find more people like you to bring on to motivate other people. That's like the only reason I do this. You're talking about like, you have an innate desire to help people.
Mm-hmm.
I can completely relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
You probably find yourself giving advice to people, not just in terms of fitness, but your own friends just in general.
Yeah, of
even when they
course.
don't even ask you.
Yeah.
Somebody will tell me a story about what's happened, and I'll be like, yeah, well, I think you need... And then I'll be like, wait, they didn't ask me, they just told me to tell me.
Yeah.
But... And not because I know the right course of action every single time, whatever, but it's just, I can really relate to that innate desire to help people. But
Mhm.
I also don't know where it comes from. I'd have no idea. Where do you think it comes from for you? Like, where do you think that feeling comes from? 'Cause I've been thinking about that recently. I have
Yeah.
no idea where I have the... Because we're not fucking giving out billions of pounds and charity, but we're trying to give time. Like where's that come from?
Sorry to interrupt you, bro, but like I said, it's one of the things where like everyone it's gonna sound so deep. I don't want to get so deep, but
no, that's what I'm saying.
we're getting deep now.
Yeah, let's
go. Everyone has a purpose why. Everyone's got a reason why to do stuff.
Yeah.
They could be doing it for a person. They could be doing this. For me, it was just I was grown up in a way which was my parents were the best people. Like they still are to this day. My best friends. Like I couldn't have wished to be raised a different way. Like I was happy, but my mum went through some struggles. So she was working. She broke her back, and that kind of switched. Like 'cause obviously, when she broke her back, she was staying at home. She was home 24/7, bro.
How old were you when that happened?
Like 10, 11, 12.
Oh, you were,
Yeah, I was growing up, and obviously, when you were younger, we play for football clubs. I couldn't even play football. I had to stay at home and look after mum. It got that bad. So that purpose and being like, it's not even that. Like, I feel like just diving deep into like generation stuff. Like, I'm here for a reason, and my purpose is to make other people's lives better. You see what I'm trying to say? Everyone has a reason why, like deep reason why.
And you think that's yours?
Yeah.
Mad.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but obviously it comes with other things.
It'll be but like I mean, if you want to trace it to something,
it's just that ever since that happened, it kind of turned me a bit and being like, oh yo, like this is what I want to achieve. And
I mean, I'm assuming your parents are also good role models. In
oh
terms
no, of
like,
course,
as examples of people who are quite selfless as well.
Yeah.
Are you first, second generation from your family? Like
third.
So your parents' parents were born here.
My dad was born here.
Yeah.
My granddad came here. Yeah, my granddad.
Okay, all right, fair.
So that's what's third, second.
Second. Is that
second or third?
Second.
Okay.
Thank you, Leo. But yeah, but we sound like idiots on the camera. But
yeah.
Okay, so with that, I think it's also, you're from India.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm from India.
Where in India, actually, accuracy?
So
I would just think
my
my
family's all messed up, to be honest with you, because I've got obviously a different family from everything, like America, this, that. Because obviously being an Asian family is massive. It always is, because how they used to survive back in the day is mental. Because
this is what I'm trying to get onto.
Yeah, because
yes.
see what I'm trying to say? Because my grandma, for example, she was from Uganda.
What?
Yeah, she's from Uganda. She was born there this day. And so was my granddad.
Wait, that's my neighbour country. I'm from Rwanda. That's crazy.
Shout
Are you
out.
serious?
Yeah. But it's a thing where like what happened?
Yeah, well, go on.
And she has 6 or 7 sisters, 8 sisters. Because back in those times, like
yeah, bro,
you used to do anything to survive.
Yeah.
Like, and for you to survive then, you would have to have as many kids as possible. That's how it was. People used to. My grandma had a couple of sisters die off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how it kind of works. And that 7 sisters line, deep them connections out there. Like
those trees when they extend.
That's why Asian families always tend to have massive families. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I mean my neighbours, not Indian but Pakistani.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they got four. And that's. I mean, I don't know many people who have more than like 1 or 2 siblings. I mean, I'm an only child. I don't know about yourself.
Oh, I've got a younger brother.
Younger brother?
Yeah, shout out Dev.
How old is he?
He's 19.
Oh, he's my age?
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
Yeah.
Are you putting out,
no, 19, 18? Oh, I'm a bad brother. Yeah,
but
around that, yeah.
You said the nice bit first, so it doesn't...
Yeah,
You know
shout
what I'm saying? There you go. I completely relate and understand what you're saying about doing whatever you need to do to survive. Because obviously, although we're not from the exact same place or even same continent, well, apart from grandma, but I understand what you mean, because the struggles then are incomparably, I'd say, worse than they are now. I'm not gonna try and
they go deep into that, but yeah, bro, you're right. 100%. Like, because what you had to do then to survive was so much different to now.
Yeah,
it's so much
different. It's a different game.
It's a different game. Technology, time.
I feel like now. Oh, am I cooking with the headphones? I feel like now we have it a lot easier than our kind of previous family did, and I think it's something to appreciate. And clearly you do, because I mean, one kind of trait that not I look for, let's say, but I can pick up on is people who are quite grounded, and I feel like a lot of my friends share that same trait, and you clearly are. Maybe that's a reason as to why you've been so successful so far as well, because you clearly have a good knowledge of where you come from, where you want to be. You have
to surround yourself with people like you. It's as simple as that, because if you're surrounded by people that's not going to give benefits to you, it's not about benefits, but you always want people in the same environment as you, always pushing you. I've got couple friends, but they had their own businesses themselves, and like
Similar age or like
similar age,
Yeah.
like boys from school and stuff like that. It's sick, but nothing made me happier to see them winning as well, because we all want to be
So
winning at the end of the day.
it's an actual appreciation rather than like any jealousy type.
Like even with you, like what you're doing right now in terms of your podcast,
Oh, thank you, bro.
I saw the opportunity. No, not saw the opportunity, but it was one of the things where I was like, I was always wanted to hop on the podcast. Obviously, I've done one before, but that's more a voice one. But now it's a sitting down one. But you're surrounded by people like you, like Luca, the guy behind the camera, shout at you. But like, it's sick. Like you got a good team behind you.
Oh, thank you, man. I mean, if anything, like, see, I don't even like taking confidence, bro. It's just like a. Yeah, I mean, it's a blessing, really. Like you were saying, bro. You said in the car, God works in mysterious ways, and realistically, we're not ever gonna truly understand them. It's just about trying to navigate them and see which one he's trying to show you. But yeah, sorry, I want to talk about something in particular as well. Going back to fitness.
Yeah, go on.
Deep side over now.
Yeah, we got deep, man.
Fun.
Shit.
Yeah. I want to talk about like common misconceptions with fitness, because I'm sure you've seen.
I've seen everything on the sun. I've seen it.
All right, so name what have you seen? You had a few thoughts just then, I'm sure. What have you seen that's just inherently wrong?
In the gym.
Let's say in a gym, whatever it might be. Is somebody lifting it a bit crazy? Like what?
Mate, I've seen people do backflips in the gym, bro. I'm not even joking.
Where?
No, I'm over exaggerating, but like I said,
okay.
like, the form's out the window, innit? But like I said, like everything just comes to education. You just learn how to do it. You literally learn how to do it.
Do you think a lot of people? Do you think like it can? Because obviously, like I can only say I've been gym a handful of times. Don't
you just come with me then after this little session. No, in the cargos and shoes and that.
Fuck it. Alright, fine. We'll tell you if it happens or not. But okay. So man, just put me on the spot
like that.
That's crazy. Yeah, man's not going. But
I'm gonna catch up to you. I'm knocking your door, man.
Yeah, man, make me lift properly and not do
Sure,
some
bro.
dumb shit. So obviously people need to learn and
Yeah.
do education. How do you? Because you're not watching your clients do the sessions, am I right?
Oh yeah, I am.
You are?
Yes.
So the time they go to the gym, you're with them?
No, so how it works
I mean,
is,
remotely.
Yeah, so I'll tell my clients, I'm an online based trainer, of course, but
Yeah.
obviously with me, I want to know as much information about you as possible. The more information and data I have, the more I'll be able to help you. It's as simple as that, because with clients, I'll always urge them to send me form clips. What a form clip is a video of them performing the exercise.
Oh, and you can
I'll break it. I'll have a video. I'll be separated for you. I'll break it down. Get the pen and pencil out on the laptop and computer, and then
move your arm more.
do this.
Shit.
Try this better next time. Train with more intent. Stuff like that. Like, I look at everything. Like I said, nothing's missed. There's no stone unturned in terms of my business. I will look at everything. That's why it's a results-based business. That's what I'm after, like, to get the best out of you. See what I'm trying to say? And when it comes to form clips, obviously with clients, I will always urge them, like, send me every week. And my clients obviously going to watch this video and they'll hate me
put the
for
video,
it.
put my water bottle and show it to Dilan. Yeah.
It's something that, like, for example, I'll be like, right, invest in a tripod. That's going to benefit you in the long term.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Or get a mate that goes with you to the gym and just get him to record it for you. Sweet.
Easier.
And it's not even that. Gym always seems to be like a place where people. How should I put this?
What, they dread going to? Or
I don't see why people dread going. It's a place for self-development.
It really is.
Mental health, all that stuff. It comes with benefits, but you're there to improve yourself, and you're surrounded by other individuals that want to improve themselves. So it's not a thing
Best
where.
environment you can technically be in.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, a very good one.
Imagine you're surrounded, like, basically gym. I see gym as self-development.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by self-development, and if you want something like, for example, form clip, just ask someone to record a video for you. It'll be sound. Obviously, don't go like, fucking record a video.
Yeah, you gotta do this.
You have to be like, yeah, can you just?
I'm doing this.
I'm doing this. Yeah.
Okay.
People like always want to learn, and there's sort of friendly people out there, man.
I mean, shit.
Not everyone's a dickhead, eh?
Yeah, that's a very good point. To be fair, I'm just trying to meet as many friendly people as possible. To be fair.
Yeah.
When it comes to doing things in a healthy way,
Mm-hmm.
so you're talking. Obviously, you said you want to leave no stone unturned,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to ensure the results are as finalized as possible. Like you actually fucking tick that box. I've got you to this point. Also, actually, random question.
Go for it.
What's the most? I just thought about this one right now. What's the transformation you're most proud of so far?
Mate, there's so many. There's so many, but just
Off the top of your head. we're not going to undermine any of the clients, of course. But something that you've been like, after that 12th week, you're like, yo.
It's like, for me, bro, it's like, it just comes with every transformation. I've had clients come to me and be like, Dills, I don't feel confident without a top on. Dills, I don't feel confident about like going to parties back in the day. I used to do the same thing. I used to wear long sleeves all the time.
Oh, whoa.
Because I was that skinny, bro. I was like, nah, I'm not wearing, I'm not comfortable in a t-shirt. But people being able to be like, yo, I'm able to take off my beach body. I'm able to show off my body. Obviously, I won't dive deep into the deeper ones, but I've got so many stories. What I try and portray in terms of my content is how people got there. Everyone fights their own demons and has their own problems, but we'll identify it, iron it out, figures a way around it. It all starts with a thing. When people do come onto the program first, it's more about priming. It's cool. I'll go for a priming phase. A priming phase is me understanding you. So how many times you train a week? What's the best training split for you? So, for example, your recovery capabilities.
Know what a training split is as well.
So I'll break it down. Sorry. For example, what are you doing in the gym in terms of like, for example, pushing movements such as chest, triceps, etc. But what training split is, it's basically a selection of exercises that is put in. How should I explain this? I want to make sure I explain it so people understand it.
No, I mean,
but a training split is basically just exercises where you have to be performing certain parts of the body. So push is being, your pushing muscles are your chest, your triceps, your shoulders, and obviously like push, pull legs. You must have heard of some of these. Full body, like if you're completely new to gym, full body workout. You get used to going to the gym. You get used to training your full body.
Everything.
Yeah, all your body parts. And if
you don't mean by cardio, you mean lift.
Yeah, lift. But
so what, like one set legs, one set push pull type thing, but like
it comes to, like I said, like my program is so sophisticated. I will break it down for each client. I've had a client had a completely her whole left side was imbalanced to her right. So what I had to do is I had to incorporate certain exercises, train her a certain way, so she had to balance out her body first and foremost, and then she can grow. See what I'm trying to say?
So even her posture was bad?
It's not posture. For example, her left quad was bigger than her right. So
even like considerably?
So significantly. Like her whole... Because it comes from like... For example, I fucked out myself doing this before. Like when I was back at 16, back in the gym at 16. Yeah,
of course.
I was benching, and when I was benching, my form was so finished that I was like this, right? I was doing it to the side, like that. If that makes sense.
Like a rowing boat.
Yeah, like this, right? Crazy. What that caused, right, is an imbalance in my chest. My left pec was significantly bigger than my right. So what I didn't have to do, I'd be like, right, I had to fix it is I had to incorporate certain movements where it requires me to work both chests or balance it out. So just so you guys know how to fix that problem, it's when you have an imbalance in your body, you want to be training say for example, your left quad is bigger than your right. You want to be, how should I put this? You want to train to failure on your right and then stop on your left. So, for example, you'll train to failure, like, say if you did 10 kg for 12 reps.
Okay.
Yeah. And you train to failure on that right leg.
Yeah. And
you want to incorporate that with the left leg, but don't go to failure on that because the muscle's been significantly more grown compared to the right one.
Otherwise, you're just going to maintain
and
balance,
the serious, in terms of gains, how you get gains is training intensity.
Okay,
bro.
Yeah,
like,
let's get to the secrets. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even joking.
Or if there's any hacks, or if there's any ways around it. Are there any ways around it?
I've got I've made webinars and everything. Obviously, you can go to my page and get content from there.
The pages, you know what I'm saying?
But because that explains it in more detail. But biggest things, training towards failure every single time. People think, oh, I'm gonna train to a 12 rep range. So say if you're doing bicep curls, yeah. Getting 10 kg dumbbells and you're trained to 12 reps and people are 12 reps, I'll do it. I put it down. Wow, I've done 12 reps. Where's the intensity? You want to be going past in 12 reps. If you hit 15, 16 and you fail there, that immediately tells you, right, I'm going to move up to 12 kg.
Yeah.
And then go to failure. Say you failed on 7, then you load down your weights, be like, right, cool, 7, I've got 10 kg for 7. So next time I'm fucking pushing for the 8.
Yeah.
So 12 kg, so I know going to the session, 10 kg.
So don't
12
settle
kg
with the training.
Don't you have to keep pushing.
Keep going until you really just can't lift it anymore.
But it depends on your recovery capabilities. Like everybody's different. Like I can't put beginner clients through that program. I have to develop them, build them up, and then chuck them to the deep side so they can get maximal gains. Okay. But actually, you had to put yourself in a body position to do that. everyone's different. Like I said, that's why with my team, my results, it's individualized. Everyone's different. I cater to you. That's the secret, basically.
Okay. Random question as well.
Go for it. Go on.
Obviously, like you said, you train. You do not discriminate, and neither do I. But you train obviously both men and women.
Yeah.
Are there any key differences? This is for the girls who might be watching. Who will be watching, because I have a very, very diverse fan base. Yeah, like. Is there any big difference between the two, like in terms of what diets you have to give them, kind of guide them?
Obviously,
to take,
the female body is a lot more significantly different compared to the male one.
That's what I'm saying.
So obviously, you got your periods, all that stuff comes in play. Like, that's all considered. But I'll be honest with you, when it comes to girl clients, I'm not as clued up as compared to male clients.
Yeah, I mean,
but I will work the basis around that. But hence why I would always recommend a female client to go and train with another female client, because. Well, my business is mostly men. Yeah. I would say 80% men, but the 20% female. I use the basis, but for me to dive into that, that's some area of my knowledge I need to improve. But my end goal is, just like I said, just to transform as many people's lives as possible, because with my business and what it provides, that can be significantly more. I mean, I don't discriminate, but like I said, it's just...
You play to your strengths though as well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if anything... It's also about a connection with the person you're actually thingy, and and one way to connect, kind of connection you have with somebody is if you're the same as them, same sex, gender. Right. I don't know which one.
But obviously, like I said, I don't discriminate at all. But I feel like, that's an area of I could improve in 100%. I mean, because like I said, the female body is crazy.
You come and be like, my clients are 50-50, or I've got 85% of women, whatever it might be.
No, but a majority is just men. Majority are men.
No, I mean, fair enough, bro. I mean, if anything, bro, I'm actually, the 80-20 is probably, because obviously I said men and women, I didn't know what the actual ratio was, but like, the fact you can even do both, and obviously, because I can already vouch for your success, that the women are seeing progress as well as the men, it really does not matter. Yeah. And there'll be a female version of Dilan to assist them in their growth.
Of course, but obviously my end goal, in terms of like the future, I'm trying to obviously run my business, obviously me being at the top, and having just coaches, so I could have a female coach. I could have another assistant coach. I'm trying to build a brand where, obviously the growth is significant so far, but just build a brand where I'm on top, and then I have coaches not below me, but it's more of a thing where we work as a team. Like, for example, specialise in each area, bodybuilding, and then you got one for females. So imagine having a Deals Core Fitness female coach. So that's going to help girls a lot better. Right now, obviously my head's in lots of different things. I'm trying to experiment. For me, I'm trying to experiment as much as possible right now.
And then you find out what experiments make
and a lot of people kind of neglect the whole business side of things as well.
I was going to say, because
it's a business.
Money making.
It's my job, which I enjoy. It's the coaching side of thing and the business. You have to learn how to run a business as well. That being posting content daily. This is a bit of advice if you're trying to run a business. You post content daily. You need eyes on your page. Just everything is just considered. Like, so many things in terms of business, but I won't dive into that.
What do you reckon? Because you're talking about you obviously are experimenting. Let's try and go a little bit like a full circle. What is the main vision for the Deals Core Fitness brand? What would you? I don't want to ask I've asked this before to I think maybe a couple of guests, like, where do you see yourself in 5-10 years? But I don't like that question. I want to know what your current vision is for the kind of next development phase of your brand.
Just growth.
So no particular.
I don't chase money.
Okay.
I don't chase money.
Okay.
You can get so secluded in that, but we need to understand when you're running the business. When you start a business, you're getting no money. Everyone understands that. Like, you're getting no P's, nothing. But with the money you do get, you chuck it straight back into the brand to make it grow further. So
forever self-investment.
Self-investment, self-development. Like I said, people kind of neglect their health, and they don't put money in it. Like, I don't see that. Okay, I see why people think, I'm scam this, that. But what you're putting money in is your education yourself. Nothing beats that. Like, once you develop yourself...
I'm going to cut that into a TikTok. That's a great line. You've got a couple of lines already, but I like that one a lot as well.
You have to be just put money in yourself, because, for example...
Well, you put in the 3K, and that's multiplied back and will continue.
Exactly. That's how it works. Like, you have to be looking at the longevity side of things. So obviously, with me, I've got a merch line as well. So putting money into that.
I'm gonna need a t-shirt from that still.
Yeah,
100%. Like,
sure.
I'm sold.
Yeah,
I'm sold on that, bro. I'm gonna need that.
It's all sold out. I've got it in like 2 days. Well, I had it 2 t-shirts 2 days ago. But it's all like
Next drop, let me know.
All sold out in like 24 hours, man. It's long.
There you go.
But yeah, it's one of the things like that tells me straight away. People want to wear the brand. People want to represent me.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
Nice
it's a visual visual way of my branding. Need to invest in that. What am I doing? Getting myself like. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not. People think an investment's a problem, but it's not. It's longevity.
So you're a very long-term thinker, you say?
Very
no, I
long-term
am. So
thinker.
I'm just curious about what you're. Yeah.
I've got places I want to be, and I will not rest until I get there. It's just as simple as that, bro. We all do, bro. Like I said, we all do.
I mean, shit.
We all do, man.
Brand of the hoodie you're wearing, grafter.
Come on.
Clearly a grafter's wearing the brand properly. You know what I'm saying? I can respect it. All right, I wanna ask you like kind of another random question. I'm
Go
full
for
of
it.
them.
Go for it.
And this is kind of gonna bring me to kind of the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you, who do you reckon is one of your like biggest inspirations? And that can mean, I don't just mean one person, it can be 2 or 3. Obviously your parents probably going to be number 1.
Has to be, bro.
Yeah, you gotta go play it safe. Like,
with my dad as well, like, he's tried everything. I mean, he tried running a business. It didn't do it as well. But that, like, for example, he owned like a charity, not a charity shop, but like a pound shop in town.
Okay.
Back at home.
Yeah.
And seeing him fail that business, and not fail that business because just small expenditure and things, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? But seeing him fail my business, I'm like growing up and be like, Dad, I can run a business.
Yeah.
I can do this. Like that in itself, I want to be able to be like, Dad, look, I can do this and that. And it's not a cost, is it, only a business, but just helping people and just help. Like, I just see nothing but positives just doing what I do and that. Just
that's the dream, bro.
like helping people, not only feel fucking brilliant, but just help like and getting paid for it at the same time.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's sweet,
the best
but
thing, yeah.
I had to go through mud and shit to get there. And
there'll probably be a lot more
like,
of that as well.
People, what the biggest thing, like I fail, like do you know what? The biggest thing you can fail at in life is not reaching your full potential. I swear to God, I'm not even joking.
That's my
bro.
biggest fear.
That's
literally my biggest
fear.
fear.
Can like.
I don't think people are scared of that though, but they don't know their potential.
But for me, like I was insecure. I was insecure as fuck. But you have to kind of give your mindset has to shift and be like, I don't give a shit what anyone says.
Yeah.
You have to not like to get to where you want to be. You have to do what you have to do, innit?
That quote. Oh, whether you got it from somewhere or not, I don't. That is literally my biggest worry.
Because, like, for example,
me, like, I could have done better.
you could be. The last thing I want to be is in my deathbed and be like, "Yo, I could have done this back in the day."
Yeah.
People, I'm not even joking. People chat the most. They always chat. I want to do this. This is why. Execute, perform. We all, like I said, this whole journey will not be easy at the start. Nothing's easy. You just have to keep at it. That's it. That's the secret to it. Consistency. For example, if you want to become a YouTuber. I mean, you could, like, if you want to become a YouTuber, for example, yeah, it's one of the things where if you're posting daily and you're relentless at it, someone's going to click on your video.
Of course.
And that's going to have some sort of growth. But if you're not posting at all, I'll be like, I'm going to post a video in 2 weeks' time. Never gets posted, then it's tough. But
I need to get my consistency up as well, speaking about that.
that's what I'm here, bro. I'm playing.
I respect that.
I'm playing. But yeah, no.
Alright, last question as well.
Go for it,
Name
man.
somebody either who has unfortunately passed away or somebody who's currently alive now that you would love to meet or have met. Great question, isn't it?
Has to be Kobe Bryant.
Mad. Okay.
Has to be Kobe.
Are you an NBA fan?
I obviously, yeah, I do support the NBA. I follow the NBA, yeah. I play
Why have
football
we never
NBA.
spoken about?
Have we
Alright,
not?
off camera, we'll discuss that. But go on.
Wait, what team you support, by the way?
Lakers.
Magic.
Let's go.
I'm a Kobe fan as well. Yeah.
Okay,
big
bet.
Kobe fan. It's just his mentality, how he's done shit. Like for example, my goat is Ronaldo. Obviously,
Okay.
Messi, you can.
Yeah. Up the nets. And he's Portuguese, so you can't even say it.
No, he's the goat. Like, he actually is the goat. But it's like mentality, innit? Like him, Ronaldo, even Michael Jordan, Kobe had this elite mindset. And me, like, I've got a couple of books I recommend you guys read. It's called Relentless Winning by Tim Grover. Great author.
He's the guy who coached Kobe.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's mad. Like, for example, it's mad what people like. Jordan used to wipe his clean his car every day. Like for him, it's mad. There's so many things out there, like what people did to get to where they want to be. Like some people were messed up in a certain way, but like for example, Kobe was practicing early times. He went in the gym way before everyone else. And I watched like a documentary on Netflix, a recent one. Like, I know that there's a USA. I don't know if you watched a documentary about the USA team.
Oh, when they were partying and he was like already.
He was in the gym, already in the gym.
Yeah,
it's not even that, like him being there motivated all the other players, because all the other players were marketing.
He wasn't there initially.
No, he wasn't there initially, but like I say, it's just mindset. That's what it is, and self-development, and I can't preach that enough.
What a beautiful way to wrap this one up.
Yes, sir.
Dylan, thank you very much, bro.
I appreciate it.
No,
I
honestly,
appreciate it. Really
I said I was going to get you on, and I'm very, very glad that I did.
Obviously, the conversations were there, and I was just like, why not, innit? Just why not?
And hopefully many bottom chill out. Thank you guys for tuning in. He's gone on to me about consistency low key. I'm going to try and be more consistent. Like I said, thank you for tuning in. More on the way, inshallah. Like, comment, subscribe. And peace.
Peace.
Hands down, best ever. Easily the best ever.
Yeah,
easily.
nice.
Well done.
My God. Thank you, bro. That was a sick episode, bro.
Yeah,
I knew you're a fucking Lakers fan. What the fuck? I didn't even know.
That was
brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant.
That was hands down the best episode you've ever done.
Is that because Leo? What's that? Leo. I said it once, but I was said it like kind of mumbled. But yeah.